10 useful phrases for everyday life. Brought to you by AMSIN. Listen and repeat. Our first phrase is all that. Repeat, all that. Definition, extremely good. All that. So, you can substitute something that's really, really good or extremely good by using the phrase all that. So, let's see it used in a sentence. Dinner was good. Boy, your mother can really cook. That chicken and rice dish was all that. So let's read that one more time. Let's go. Dinner was good. Boy, your mother can really cook. That chicken and rice dish was all that. So we're substituting extremely good for with all that. So you can say that chicken and rice dish was extremely good. And if you want to sound like a native, you just substitute extremely good with all that. That chicken and rice dish was all that. All that. Next one. Piping hot. Piping hot. Definition. Extremely hot. Extremely hot. Let's see it used in a sentence. That pizza's fresh out of the oven. Better blow on it to cool it down. It's piping hot. Ready? Let's read that sentence one more time. That pizza's fresh out of the oven. Better blow on it to cool it down. It's piping hot. So here again, we can, if we take out piping hot, we can put extremely hot. Better blow on it to cool it down. It's extremely hot. But we're going to use piping hot to sound cooler. You know, we're going to go native now. So we can substitute extremely hot with piping hot. So, and I know you've had some piping hot dishes before. Baked potatoes, when they come out of the oven, they're piping hot. Pizza's piping hot. Soup can be piping hot. Think of some other things that are piping hot when they come out of the oven, and they can be fresh out of the oven. Fresh out of the oven means right out of the oven when it's steaming, just all that steaming goodness. So, piping hot. Piping hot. And our next one is do it up. Do it up. Definition, to decorate or embellish. So instead of, you can substitute to decorate or to embellish with do it up. So let's see it used in a sentence. Okay. Boy, that tree was beautiful. Ornament, tinsel. They really did that tree up for Christmas. They really did that tree up for Christmas. So now, if we were to take did that tree up, or did that tree up, we can put they really decorated that tree for Christmas, or they really embellished that tree for Christmas. So, and instead of saying they really decorated the tree for Christmas or embellished the tree for Christmas, we're gonna substitute it with do it up. They really did that tree up. She really did her hair up. He really did it up. Did his hair up, his clothes up. He really did his room up. He embellished his room with posters or something. So you can use do it up. So let's say that one more time. Do it up. So remember what we're doing. We're substituting our usual words to decorate or embellish, and we're just going to substitute it with using do it up. So let's move on. A fortune. This one's my favorite. It just means a lot of money. That's all. A fortune. Synonym, a lot of money. Or substitute phrase, a lot of money. Let's see it used in a sentence. Jesus H. Christ, that car looks nice. It must have cost you a fortune. It must have cost a fortune. And Jesus H. Christ means like, damn. It's like making a statement when you say Jesus H. Christ. And it must have cost you a fortune. Or it must have cost a fortune. So if we take a fortune out and substitute it for a lot of money, we'd read it, it must have cost a lot of money. Can you think of anything that costs a fortune? I know some things that cost a fortune. A Lamborghini costs a fortune. Sometimes school supplies. Now we can exaggerate using saying a fortune. You know, something that goes over our monthly budget costs a fortune. School supplies cost a fortune. Gambling habit will cost you a fortune. Sometimes our food bill costs a fortune. So can you think of some other things that cost a fortune? Some things that cost a lot of money or go over your monthly budget or maybe your daily budget. Sometimes if you eat out a lot, say like, you know, that can cost you a fortune. Eating out a lot can cost you a lot of money. All right, let's move on. Here we have a no-win situation. Definition, a situation that can have only bad results. So something that can have bad results is a no-win situation. Can you think of any no-win situations? Let's look at a no-win situation used in a sentence. Yeah, arguing with a woman is a definite no-win situation. Yeah, arguing with a woman is a definite no-win situation. It means it's a situation that can have only bad results. So we can say, yeah, arguing with a woman is a definite situation that could have only bad results. So we're going to shorten that long one with a no-win situation. And of course, in obvious fashion, the opposite of a no-win situation is, of course, a win-win situation. A win-win situation. Definition: a situation that has good results in many ways. And we can think of a lot of win-win situations we've been in, and we might possibly be in the future, or some win-win situation that will happen soon. So let's see it used in a sentence. So you're going to travel to New York and have your hotel paid for? That's a win-win for you. Good deal, man. So, this person is going to travel to New York and have their hotel paid for. That's a definite win-win. And this one is a win-win, can be a win-win for everyone or a win-win for one person. It could be two parties. More than two parties, and it's just a win-win. So in many ways, your hotel is paid for. That's a situation that has very good results already. A win-win. A win-win for you, a win-win for me, a win-win for everyone. Bargaining usually ends in a win-win, is a win-win situation. When you bargain, deals that end favorable for each party is a win-win for everyone. In this case, the person's going to travel to New York and have their hotel paid for, so they don't have to worry about coming out of their pocket That's another phrase, coming out of your pocket, which means paying for something. And the hotel's going to be paid for already. And that's a win-win situation for this person that's going to travel to New York. Win-win. Any minute now. Definition, very soon. So you can substitute very soon with any minute now. Any minute now. Let's see, used in a sentence. So, the pie has been in the oven for a while. It'll be ready any minute now. The pie's been in the oven for a while. It'll be ready any minute now. So any minute now means it'll be ready very soon. The pie will come out of the oven very soon. And we know we've been in situations where we were able to use this. Well, maybe you weren't able to use it if you're an ESL student, but you've been in situations that were any minute now situations that you could have used this phrase. Instead of saying very soon, you could have used any minute now. So from now on, you can use any minute now. Any minute now, someone will be ringing my doorbell. The postman will be by my house any minute now. The bus will be here any minute now. The train will be here any minute now. Dinner will be ready any minute now. My friend will be over any minute now. So we can use that very soon. And we can replace that very soon with any minute now. So I want you to think of some situations, some any minute now situations. Next, doing the most. Definition, meddlesome, intrusive. When a person does way more than is required from the situation. So they become a nuisance. They go over and above what they're supposed to do. So here it goes. Let's see it used in a sentence. Yeah, he was funny in the beginning. Now he's not, and he's just doing the most, and it isn't funny anymore. So, the person was funny in the beginning, and now they're not because they're doing too much. They're just doing too much, and it isn't funny anymore. They're going overboard. That's another phrase, overboard, to go overboard, to do too much. To wear your welcome out, or wear your what is it called? To wear your when you do a show, your role, or you just wear you're wearing yourself out now. People are getting tired. You're a nuisance. Wearing your act out. Any minute, doing the most. Sorry. So we've got doing the most. He's not, and he's just doing the most, and it isn't funny anymore. Doing the most. And the next is by far. One of my bests. By far. This phrase is by far one of my bests. Definition, to the most extreme or evident degree. So, by far just means just very good, extremely good. We can just substitute it if you want to take that on and use extremely good. So let's see it used in a sentence. One, this is by far the best movie I have ever seen. So what we're saying, this is extremely the best movie I have ever seen. And we substitute it by using by far. This is by far the best movie I have ever seen. Sentence number 2. This fried chicken is by far the best fried chicken I have ever had. And we can put emphasis on the best. So I know you haven't been taught that in your ESL textbooks, but natives, usually when something's like really good, we use the best. So it doesn't have to have a vowel sound. The next word doesn't have to have a vowel sound after using the. When we're using best, of course. So sentence number 2. This fried chicken is by far the best fried chicken I have ever had. The best fried chicken I have ever had is by far this chicken. By far. The next one is do well. Do well. Definition: be financially successful. To do well, to be financially successful. When someone does well, they are financially successful. Let's see it used in a sentence. Sentence number 1. You've done very well for yourself, I see. And this is very useful. This is a very useful sentence. Either someone may say this to you, or you may say this to someone, maybe usually a classmate that you haven't seen in a while, someone you've gone to college with, maybe a childhood friend that you haven't seen in a very long time, and maybe, I don't know, you swing by their house or you meet somewhere, they're looking good and they look like they're doing very well for themselves, which means that they keep themselves up really good. They maybe have a suit and tie, maybe they have a nice car, maybe if you're invited back to their house, you're like, wow, you're doing very well for yourself, I see. And you can use this when the occasion arises, when you see someone financially well off. And they may say this to you also. Maybe you're doing well for yourself. So let's go sentence number 2. Go to college, study hard, and you'll do very well in life. You go to college, you study hard, and you'll be financially successful in life. So we can substitute do well for financially successful in life. Yeah, go to college, study hard. And if you work very hard at something, you'll do well at it. Well, that's a little different. You'll do well at it. Sorry, but you'll do well in life, which you'll be financially successful in life. Very well. Do well.